Welcome to my channel everyone. In this video we are going to talk about something very interesting, and that is React Native code push. So what is code push and why this is very interesting? I am going to explain everything. Just stay with me and watch till the end to understand what is React Native code push. So suppose we have an app in Play Store or App Store and it's a live app. So lots of users is using your app, and then you do something like add new features or make API integration or something like that, and you update your API using you build a release APK then or ABB to update your APK in Play Store or App Store. And while doing that you update your app, and it take 3 days or 2 days or maybe 5 hours to get reviewed and make it live. So while doing that, so you did something wrong in your app and you don't have any idea about that. So when user using your latest version of your app, so maybe when user opening your app, it crashed, or in specific screen it crashed. So for that you have to make changes, you have to find the error, then you have to build and release APK, then you have to update that to Play Store or App Store, and it will also take 3 days or 5 days. So it's totally depend on Play Store and App Store. So now you have a major issue because it's a live app and everyone is using, so it will be a bad user experience, and it will give you a worst review in Play Store and App Store. So what if I tell you can solve that problem within a minute, just like magic? Then user open the app, or maybe you find out before user, and you automatically update your app without even updating your app to Play Store or App Store, and it solve your problem. That's why code push we used. So if I give you another example, like I guess everyone use Facebook. So like if you are using Facebook, you may notice that you are getting new features or new tabs or new design without even updating your app from Play Store. So maybe they use code push, or maybe they use different technology or different packages to do that. In our case, we are going to use React Native code push. So what is that? What is that? So whenever you are making a changes, like a UI changes, you are making a new UI, you're calling a function, or maybe you are solving an error. So for that, in old ways, you have to update your app into App Store or Play Store to make it live, available to all users. In React Native code push, you just have to update your app, like if I can tell you, like GitHub. I hope everyone is aware of GitHub. So in GitHub, you update your code, and you push your code into GitHub. So something like that, you have to update your code to App Center, and that is Microsoft. It is used by Microsoft App Center, and React Native code push is also provided by Microsoft. So it's totally trusted, and so you have to update your code to React Native code push, and it will automatically update your app. And we have lots of features like automatically update, or maybe you want to update after some time, or you want to update your app whenever users open your app second time. We are going to see that soon. So it's totally work like magic, so you don't need to worry about anything. And if I'm going to tell you another example of what I have faced. Like I have a client app, that OTT platform. It's an OTT platform, and so in OTT platform we have a subscription where I used Reserve Payment Gateway, and Reserve Payment Gateway we have test key and we have live key. So I am 2008 wasn't a live app, so lots of users using that app, and suddenly they try to make changes in the subscription plan. So I was using test APK. So not test APK, test API key while testing. So after when I build that release APK, I forget to change that API key from test to live. So I build that with test key and I update that in Play Store. So before that goes live, I suddenly remember that I forget to change that API key. So we make another build and we update that into Play Store, and we are hoping that the first build is not going to live before the first build is. If the first build is going to live, then we have an issue, because lots of user was using that and lots of new user is also coming, so they are going to use a test. They are going to see a test gateway. The one will not be detected. So that's why we are in a big stress, like something like that. So we update that app, and then we know that Play Store only update the latest APK. So after that we all got this test out. So if I knew about that right now, if I knew about React Native Code Push that time, so I am not going to lie, but it was a very difficult situation for me that time. So if I knew about that code push, so I'm like, okay, it's not a big deal that I have updated that code with the test API key. I'm going to change that with React Native Code Push. So it's so simple with React Native Code Push. So it's make everything easy. You don't need to depends on Play Store every time you make a small changes in your APK in your app. So whenever it's only doesn't work with the package. If suppose you are installing new package, or new package, or if you are using, and they also mention something that it doesn't work with, just what you have to do, you have to search for React Native Code Push. You will find a package. I'm just going to open the GitHub link. So it's provided by Microsoft, and it's also mentioned that they don't work with. It's if you are using a video, it will only reflect the changes if you are making any changes in the source. And they have something. I guess they don't also work with the React Native map view. Just need to check the package description, and all I tested is that it's work with UI. You can call a new API, you can call function, and you can change images. I guess that's all we needed. So it's all about React Native Code Push in this video. So before jumping to code, I'd like to thank everyone who bought me a coffee. I never get a chance to thank them. So I'm thanking everyone who bought me a coffee. It means a lot. Keep supporting me and keep motivating to make more video on React Native. And it's really thankful. And I need your support. Please support me. And if you want to buy me a coffee, link in the description. And please give me suggestion about new video, and if you like this video, give it a like and share your thoughts in the comment section. So let's jump into the code. So I'm using my previous project with about React Native Bootstrap. So I am using my previous project. So in this project we are going to use React Native Code Push. So first we are going to install React Native Code Push. First we are going to install React Native Code Push, and after installing we have to make some changes in our Android setup. I'm going to show you Android setup, and if you want to work with iOS, you can just simply follow the step is given in the iOS. It's not very complicated, it's pretty simple. So I'm going to follow the Android setup. So we have lots of options like plugin installation and configuration for React Native 0.60 version and above. So I guess in these days everyone have 60 or above 60. So for 60 or above 60, we are going to need this. We are going to add this in our settings.gradle. So in our project folder, we have need to go to Android folder, and in Android folder we have something called settings.gradle. Inside Android folder we have settings.gradle, and we have to paste that below this one. After that we have to paste this line inside our build.gradle file. So we have Android folder, then we are going to see app folder, then build.gradle file. So app folder, then build.gradle file. So inside this line, after this line, you have to paste this one, and then we have to make changes in our main application.java. So we have inside Android folder, then app folder, then src, then we have main, then we have Java. Inside that we have main application.java. We are going to paste this one, and we are going to add this line. We're going to add this line after inside this React Native host. This is our React Native host, so we're going to paste this over here, and we have to add our API key. So, and one good benefit of React Native Code Push is that if you want to test this, you don't need to publish your APK into Play Store for the first time. You can also test this React Native Code Push in debug mode also. So for that we have two options, like in the gateway we have live key and test key, and for Code Push we also have production mode and staging mode. It's called staging, and staging means we are in a development mode. So we have to add this in string.xml. Inside res folder you have hello, then inside values we have string.xml. So we are going to need the development key. First we are going to save everything, and let's check if our project is run successfully. And now we are going to create our app. So for that we are going to search for App Center. So inside App Center you have to create your account. If you don't have any, you're going to create your account. You can just sign in with GitHub, Microsoft account, Facebook account, or Google account. So I'm going to use Google account. So I already tested with the app, and we're going to add a new one. So I'm going to click add new app. I'm going to name that Boot Splash, and then we have to choose our operating system. I'm going to work with Android, and our platform is React Native. So add new app. So new app is added successfully. I guess we don't need to add these things. So we need our development key. So for that I'm going to go into distribute and then Code Push and create standard deployment, and you can see we have staging, and we have another option called production. So I'm going to work on staging, and in that icon. If you are going to click on that icon, you are going to find out our key. So we have our staging key and production key. We are going to use our staging key for the time being. I am going to paste that over here. And now we are going to save. So we successfully configure our React Native code push, and we have to do one more thing. We have to install this App Center Cli. So we are going to install this App Center Cli inside our project. And if we go through the documentation, don't need to add anything. So now installation is done. Just wait for the installation of the App Center Cli, and we're going to see the demo. So obviously you need to import the code push, and then we are going to see this one is code push option. Like it's going to check for any updates. Like you updated something into code push, then if user open that app, it automatically going to check for any updates. It's check frequencies on app resume. You can change that to on app start. So it's installed successfully. Now you're going to run the code. So while it's running, we are going to implement our other half of the code. So if you want to use React Native code push you can use that in separate ways. You can use that in app.js. You can wrap that with the code push, the whole app component, or you can just simply add that in specific component. Like if you want to change certain things in a specific component or a specific screen, you can also add that. So we are going to go with app.js, wrap everything with code push. So whenever we change everything, it can be any screen inside the app, it's going to reflect. So we are going to check the code push option. We're going to paste that code push option. I'm going to make that constant. So we have check frequency. Right now we have on app resume. You can change that to on app start, on app resume, manual. So we're going to use on app start. So whenever the app will be start, it automatically check for the updates, and if any updates found, then it will be installed, or it will not install. That will decide with some other line. So first we have React Native code push, and we have to wrap our app component with code push right now. So we are going to use code push, then we are going to paste that code push option. We are going to wrap our app component with that. So we have already done the checking that is any update available, then we need to do something. So for doing something, we are going to add this install mode, the update we found, the install mode of that. So in the demo you can see they added a button. So if we use that, if you want to go like that, if you want to check for any updates, then it will automatically check for any updates, and then you can also install that update. Or if you want to do that in app.js, you can simply add in app.js. It will automatically check for update, or if any update found, it can automatically install that update. So whenever you setting that with a button. You have to change in your check frequency, set to manual, so it will manually check for update. So you are calling a function to check for update, then it will automatically, if unique update found, it will automatically install that update. And so we are setting that to on app start. So we are going to copy that function and we are going to paste that inside our use effect. So if any updates are found, then we are going to automatically install that update immediate. You can change that install mode also. You can change that to immediate, you can change that to on next restart, on next resume, on next suspend. So I'm going to set that to immediate. I'm going to save that. And we're going to reload our app once. So everything is working fine. I hope so. Let's check. Yeah. So as you can see, it's already updating or checking everything. The thing already in progress. It's bootstrap. It's from the bootstrap. Sorry, not bootstrap. And checking for update, reporting binary update, and app is up to date. So everything is up to date. So we added our React report push package, we configure everything, we set our check frequency, we set our install mode. Now we are going to update our code to code push. So for that we are going to use this command that over here, mentioned over here, this one. So if you are in staging mode, so you have to use staging, and if you are using in production mode, you have to write here production. So we're going to copy this one and we're going to paste this one over here. And it says that App Center cannot be loaded because running script is disabled on the system. For more information, React and I guess it's because of we have to log into App Center. You have to search for App Center login. No, it's not working. Let me check. Why is that? It was not working from VS Code. I don't know why. So it's working in the CMD. So, and if you are getting any information that you are not logged in or something, so try entering App Center login. Then you can follow the step to login. So we are entering this command, and it will update this code to our code push. Basically, it's whenever you update, you build an APK, release APK or debug APK, it's generate a index.bundle.android, I guess. Yeah, index.android.bundle. So basically, it's compile everything into particular code, and that's holding everything your app have. So basically, React Native code push is that it's automatically replace that file whenever you update everything. So you are going to it's going to replace that file, and you will see the reflect in the app that everything is changed. Releasing update contents to code push. And if you refresh our code App Center, we're going to see that we have an update. Yeah. So we have status. We have lots of options here. You can see we have updated our code. Date just now, active devices. It will show the active devices, and you can set that to mandatory. You can change everything. So it's showing everything is up to date. Now we're going to make a change in our. So now if we change, like, we are not going to show the header to the user in the next update. So if we change that, it's installing update. It will be good if I show you everything with a real device. So we make a change, and so if we hide the header, and if we want to reflect that thing into our user, so again we need to update our code to code push, and then the install user have the header, and the next update we are going to hide that header. So the install user will have that reflect after it updated to code push. You can check that with your real device, and while you can you can build an APK, then install that in a different device, and then you can check that with code push that it's working or not. Because in our check frequency we have on our app start, so we have to close our app, then open our app to see the effect, and we have to update our code, and I'm going to see that over here again that it's updated or not. Yeah, it's updated, and you're going to see like this. Every time you update it, you're going to see everything that it's updated or not, and it is going to show you the active device and the rollbacks and everything, and you're going to see the changes. You're going to click that, and I guess it's really helpful when you have a live app in App Store or Play Store. And remember that when you are updating your app for the first time for the updating your app to the Play Store, don't forget to change that key in production mode. Set that to production mode, because if you are using a live app, so you have to set that to production, otherwise it won't work. Or you can check that if you are using if you are going to really make a release APK, if you are going to build a release APK, you can also check that with production. Basically, staging means that the app is in debug, and the app is a debug app, and production means it's not release app. It's maybe in App Store, it may be in anywhere, but the app have to be release app. So for that it will work fine, and I guess it's really nice. It's really nice to have something like that. that you can change everything without even updating your app to App Store or Play Store, and it's really great. And feel free to comment your thoughts on comment section, and if you like this video, please give it a like and share to your friends. And if you have anything, like if you have any suggestion for me for the next video, please share your thoughts. And if you want to buy me a coffee, link in the description. And if you want to follow me on social like Facebook, Instagram, anything, all link in the description. So I hope you like this video. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.